The Middle East never sleeps, and the past 24 hours have been absolutely insane. First up, we got a statement from the foreign minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi. He stated that he have received messages from Witkoff directly, but he further stated that for him personally, it does not mean that they're negotiating. He stated that they have received 15 United States proposals. However, they didn't respond at any of them. It also confirmed that Iran's major steel plant was now targeted for the second time in a week. Also, airstrikes targeted the meteorological weather facility in the city. This is according to the Bashar deputy governor. Next up, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, stated that the military campaign against Iran is coming to an end. For me, personally, this statement from Donald Trump does not make any sense, because we see that the United States are sending reinforcement to the Middle East. So I personally assume that the war will take at least a few more weeks, if not months, and he's only saying this for the sake of the allies and the stock markets. We would also confirmed that an Natanz nuclear facility have been struck again by a United States airstrike. We would also confirmed that another aircraft carrier is deploying to the Middle East, joining the Abraham Lincoln and the Girl Ward. This is according to the United States officials. So basically I said, I do not believe that the United States will end over the upcoming days. We could also confirmed that the UAE president held with the Russian one a phone call where during the call they have discussed the war in the region and the negative consequences to the global economy. Trump also further stated to the New York Post that Iran have no longer any power, while China and Pakistan have announced a joint initiative for a fusion of hostilities between the United States and Iran. The United States Secretary of War also stated that nearly all of Iran's capabilities in the defense industries have been destroyed, while the Chief of Staff added that they're continuing to carry out the large-scale campaign against Iran's defense industrial base. While the Chief of Staff also gave us an update by saying that more than 150 ships belonging to the Iranian terror regime got struck, while the US Secretary of Defense Hexat stated that in the coming days will be decisive in the war with Iran, and Iran cannot do anything about it, maybe even hinting on a ground invasion on Kark Island. Hexat also stated that if Iran is wise, it will cut a deal. He continued by saying that Trump doesn't bluff and that the new Iranian regime should understand that by now. He lastly then stated, if Iran is not willing, then the United States will continue with even greater intensity. We could also confirmed that according to informations, it is indicated that the car was targeted on a highway in Lebanon by several airstrikes, and since it states that it were several airstrikes, it might even have been a high-ranking official, so we'll see about that. Next up, the European countries and the EU High Representative gave a statement saying that they're calling for launch of direct negotiations between Lebanon and Israel to end the conflict. We could also confirm that Israel have passed the death penalty as a law for terrorists who murdered someone, while the United States is backing exactly this law by stating that they respect Israel's sovereign right to determine its own laws and penalties for individuals convicted of terrorism. Also, according to Reuters, Israel will destroy all homes in Lebanese villages near the border, while 600,000 people who fled the south will not be allowed to return to the south until northern Israel is secure. Trump also made a statement by saying that they're warning France the United States will remember what basically France did, so France refusing to resupply aircraft which were heading to Israel to fly over French territory. Trump stated France has been very unhelpful with respect to the budget of Iran, who has been successfully eliminated. We could also affirmed that an Israeli soldier named Gilad Harel, of the age of 21, died fighting against terrorists. I wish his family all the best and much strength. We could also confirmed that the Lebanese army have begun evacuating positions in southern Lebanon. Now, some citizens even fear that the terrorist organization will exploit the vacuum, entering their villages even more than before, and use the citizens as human shields. After some diplomatic pressure, the Lebanese government reversed course, agreeing to keep at least internal security forces in some cities. We could also find a conversation between the president of the United States, Trump, and some reporters. The reporter was stating that the Iranian government threatened a bunch of United States companies in the region, and basically Trump asked, with what did they threaten them with? They basically don't have anything left. The reporter answered that all he knows is that they're threatening the president then stated what does that even mean, and the reporter, fair enough. Next up, it confirmed that around 5,000 IRGC, Bashir and police terrorists got killed in Iran, and over 20k wounded. Remember, these numbers are estimates, but if you ask me, they seem pretty realistic. We got also a video showcasing the Israeli Air Force striking its air defense systems in Tehran, while the IDF has stated that they have completed more than 230 strikes in the past day, especially against air defense systems, but also ballistic missile launchers, which were ready to get fired on Israel and other countries. We got also a video showcasing how the United States have dropped precision munition on underground military targets deep inside Iran. We got also informed that a terrorist from the Hamas naval force was eliminated, where the president also stated that the United States will leave Iran very soon, while stating that the war could end in 2 or 3 weeks, possibly within maybe 2 weeks, but who knows, maybe a couple of days longer. Lastly, if you watch the video, we see a child holding a weapon in his hand. Basically, the Iranian terror regime is using this child for propaganda purposes and as a human shield.